Hey everybody, Vaughn here with the Vonster vlog, and welcome to another day of baby steps on our way to 10K a day. This is one of 7 of the last week that we are doing the recordings of these videos. So we're just going to be starting out here on a march. I'm kind of still getting my stuff situated, so keep marching though, y'all. If you are following along with me and have a fitness tracker of some sort or a pedometer, do be sure to let me know how many steps you got down in the comments. I would love to hear from you. I'm gonna get my volume turned down just a little bit. Oh my gosh, it has been a wild day. Let's go ahead and swing those arms. Getting warmed up. Now, again, at the time of recording, I'm doing all of these videos kind of back to back in a linear fashion, but that is not how you have to follow along with them. I'm actually really looking forward to completing the recording of this baby step program, because then we get to start like for realsies. Let's come into a step touch. And as usual, engage your core, keep your breath going, and if you don't like what we're doing, just come on back to a march. If you need to bring the intensity down, or if the movement that we do is not right for you today, that's all right. Be where you are, but we're already winning by showing up, you guys. So thank you so much for showing up and being my workout buddy. But we're gonna get into the real deal of it, because I don't think doing 60 minutes every day is sustainable for me. I'm happiest when I'm at like, let's go ahead and add in some shoulder rolls to this step touch. I'm happiest when I'm at like a 20 to 30 minute baby step, but I would like to fit in at least one, 45 to 60 minute workout a week, as far as just sustained cardio goes. But I do want to start incorporating in some strength training, and I do want to keep training some skill sets, belly dance, hoop dance, juggling, things like that. Let's come now into a step tap, and we're gonna make nice big arm circles to the back. Keep it going. This is what it looks like for me from the side. But I'm glad I took a little bit of a break, because right when I was prepping up, like getting everything ready for recording today, let's change direction with our arms, I was like, I do not feel like doing this. I was like, I am so past inspired. I am just tired. Like, I didn't feel any motivation for today. But really, I think that's just negative mindset, desperately holding on to these beliefs. And it's like, I'm showing up anyways, because I know we are good at doing difficult things. And I'm not saying I'm not tired, but I'm rarely as tired as what I think I am. So whenever I stop thinking about how tired I am, let's march it out and just focus on, let's just show up and see what we've got in our tank, see what we can bring, and celebrate what we can do. Completely, it just fixes up my whole, gets my head on right. Well, hey, big boy. And here we are. Y'all, I had cake for breakfast this morning. Oh, stretch, Frank. Oh, big stretch for the doggy. There we go. I had cake for breakfast this morning. We made a pineapple upside down cake, but with blueberries instead of cherries, because we don't really like cherries. Like the maraschino ones are not my favorite, so we don't keep them in the house. We've always got frozen blueberries. So we put some of those down, and instead of using a yellow cake mix, we used orange cake mix. Because sometimes you just want to celebrate and have a cake, and I figure it's got to be better to home make it than to just buy it off the shelf. Like, at least it'll be fresh. And it was delicious. But then I had some for breakfast with a slice of cream cheese, and it was decadent. So let's keep that march going. Just moving forward and back. We're here. We're doing it. We're doing the thing, y'all. So sometimes whenever I catch myself so much in my own head, I just want to just set all my thoughts and everything aside and just do it. It doesn't need to be complicated. It doesn't need to anything. Let's go ahead and tap to the front with our foot. Tap, tap, toe tap to the front. There we go. So just the freedom that I feel from just showing up. It's like I don't have to meet any sort of expectation. I'm not doing this just to lose weight. I'm doing this to be alive in my body, quite frankly. Let's add in a shoulder press. I am here for the endorphins. I'm here for the fun of moving. And for getting to hang out with y'all. I don't got to worry about yesterday. I don't got to worry about tomorrow. We're just right here. Let's march in place. Or forward and back. I don't know why I always say in place, because I'm going to be moving it forward and back. But the quote that comes to me today is, that's been like in my mind, is we overestimate what we can accomplish in a day, and we underestimate what we accomplish or can accomplish in a year. And so instead of worrying so much, which I just do that, I'm such a worry wart, y'all. Let's come now into tapping out to the side. I'm just gonna worry about today. I'm just gonna do my best right here. And whenever I start to get a little overwhelmed and a little burnt out, I'm just scraping away all the extraneous stuff, because I'll catch it, because I'll feel myself being like, I'm not doing enough. I need to do more. I need to do more. I need to do better. Like, and it's like, hold your horses. How about we just show up? And the amount that I need reminded of this is ridiculous. Let's go ahead and add in a lateral raise, but that's fine. If I have to tell myself, 5 times an hour to just show up is enough, is more than okay, then by golly, I'm gonna set a timer for every 12 minutes or something, and to remind myself, because it's worth it. All right, let's march it forward and back. Hey, high five. We're showing up today. I'm so excited. I cannot believe we're in the last week. Cannot believe. Oh my goodness gracious. And today's workout is going to be a little different. Instead of each movement being completely unique, we're going to do 30 movements and then repeat them. Because my brain is fried. I'm so tired. And so knowing that I'm tired, I'm not going to stop. Let's tap to the back. I'm just going to reduce the workload. I'm going to make it simpler, more simple, more straightforward, more achievable. Let's tap to the back. Keep it going. Though I have to say, y'all in the comments and my husband have been so supportive, and y'all have been my strength through every time when I'm feeling just lousy. Let's add a bicep curl. It helps so much. I'll even go back and reread through stuff that I had already replied to, just to read y'all's voices in my, and know that I'm not alone in my frustrations. I'm not alone in my ambitions, and I'm not alone in my successes too. Y'all have been doing so good. Let's march it forward and back. So thank you guys for being here. So I'm finding balance through my day. I am not punishing myself for having cake for breakfast. I had a serving of cake. It was a very big serving, but I measured it. And so it's in my calorie tracker, and we had a nice high protein lunch. It was leftover beans and rice and cabbage with thin cut beef. And we take that and we put it in a bit of lettuce, and we eat that it's good. And so that was delicious. And then for dinner, we're having just some grilled in the cast iron chicken with green beans and black-eyed peas. So a little carb heavy, but I'm also doing a 60-minute long workout, and quite frankly, I like rice and bread, so take that. All right, let's come into a step tap. I'm not looking for perfect. I'm looking for progress that's sustainable. When you're ready, let's add that reach across. There we go. And for me, that looks like eating rice some days, eating bread some days, eating some tortillas, having some noodles. Like, it'll be all right. Because I know I'm never going to be able to successfully never eat carbohydrates again. Like, I'm not going to be able to pull that off. But I know that I can pull off 3 low carb days a week. And so that's what I'm going to work towards first. And if I keep up this mentality of, instead of looking at a final goal of perfection, but just looking at the baby steps of progress, then one day I may, especially if my body responds well to it, one day I may be no carb. We'll see. But I'm going to come from where I am instead of just fixating on a perfect final goal. All right, let's come into a knee up. Oh, and we made it back to tie-dyes. And I'm so excited. I got to keep this one because it's my favorite. All right, we're going to keep this knee up going, and we're going to go figure 8 arms. But I love this outfit because I wear their like Spanx, like bicycle shorts underneath. That way my thighs don't get into a slap fight. And I just feel so hugged and supported. But then wearing my flowy jumper or romper, whatever it's called, I just feel like a little fey creature bumbling around. March it out. And let's come back to the center of our space and do that step tap. And when you're ready, add that reach across over. Keep supported through your core. And let's add a little dip. Keep it going, y'all. All right, let's keep that nice wide stance. Let's come into a hamstring curl. Oh, this one feels so nice. But I love wearing jumpers like this because that way I don't have to worry about pulling my pants up. If they're sliding down, I'm just nice and comfy. My clothes are not making any demands on me. Let's keep that hamstring curl going. Let's add in a tricep curl, hinging at the elbow. Kind of visualizing like I'm on the rope machine at the gym and grabbing the rope and pulling it. Like the pulley machine. But for this one, I guess it would be more of but same muscle group. But that visualization of just pulling something back. Or skiing with a little ski toothpicks that you use, whatever they're called. All right, let's march it out. Let's get some water. Hydrate, y'all. I'm so dehydrated today. Let's keep marching and swing those arms a little larger in their range of motion. There we go. But for as discouraged as I was feeling earlier, I'm so Not, oh, I guess I'm proud of myself to be showing up, because let's come into that V step, out, out, in, there we go. Nobody's holding me to get into the finish line other than myself, but it's really important to me that I do push through this period of discomfort, because I'm not hurt, I'm not ill, I just lack the spark of inspiration, and it's like, I can trudge through this. I'm practicing trudging through this, because what we can do in practice, we can do whenever, stuff's hitting the fan. So I want to be good at doing things that I don't feel like doing, hence I am here. But even once I show up though, it's like, okay, yeah, we got this, let's do this. Adding in those bright arms where it's up, up, down, down, with our feet going out, out, in, there we go. Now that we've got it on this side, let's go ahead and change directions. Out, out, in, keep going. But I really want to just to go to touch that finish line, to get there to the end of the 7th 60-minute workout, so that every time moving forward that I come back to these baby steps, because really I wanted to set up a database for myself where I knew the moves, and I knew how many steps it was going to get me, and I knew the music that I could share with y'all as I move forward in my fitness journey. Let's add in those bright arms. Up, up, down, down, as our feet go out, out, in. There we go. But I want to be able to feel that pride. Like I need that win right now. So it's when it's hard at the end of the race, I guess, that we keep on pushing through. I don't know, I've never run a race or anything, but this kind of feels like my own little endurance adventure. So I'm gonna try my best. Did it already beep again? Well, we're gonna keep doing this for just a little longer. I'm feeling it in my arms. We must have done that one as a double batch. Let's march. I'm gonna get a little bit more water. Don't be afraid to dance it out if you're feeling it. All right, up next, y'all, let's come to the center of our space and let's just do a low kick to the front. Let's keep that low kick going, or you can bring it up a little higher and reach towards your foot. Engaged through the core. I'm aiming to move with my breath. There we go. Let's march forward and back. That's good, you guys. Just swinging my arms, letting myself breathe. And every time that I exhale, I'm just picturing just letting go and letting that stress just melt. I hold so much tension through, like, I guess all day I'm like clenching my teeth, or all night, I guess, clenching my teeth all day, stiff through my shoulders. So Let's actually make those arm movement nice and big, massaging our shoulders from the inside. Now let's come into that side kick or side leg lift. Focusing on your form at first before adding in height. So I want to shift that weight and balance. And as we become more balanced, then we can add that lift to bring it higher. And let's add in half jack arms. So same side arm as leg. Ooh, that burn. That's all right. We're good at doing difficult things. Y'all keep going if you can. I'm cheering for you. But more important than anything, y'all listen to your body. Listen to it whisper so you don't have to hear it scream. And know that even if you're not where you want to be today, you're a step closer to it. So keep going at whatever pace you need, but just keep at it. Let's keep marching forward and back and get some wah-wah just because I'm thirsty. Keep it marching. And I'm just going in kind of like a diamond shape on my rug, forward, diagonal, diagonal to the back the other way. I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna go like, change direction. Just to try to keep it kind of balanced in my imagination. All right, let's get back into the center of our space. And let's do a leg lift to the back. You put your hands on your glutes to feel what's going on back there. Very good, y'all. Keep going. So I did my last belly dance class, and what's really awesome, let me read it to you here in a sec. So let's do this with our arms out like this in front of us or out to the side. Keep going. It's a nice isometric hold trying to keep my arms up. There we go. March it out. So written here on my notepad when I was choreographing this, I have written, my motivation today is to develop my cardio endurance so I could go to a Zumba class or belly dance class and be able to keep up. Maybe not with the steps, but at least with the pace. And I think what I meant by that is like, I might not be able to nail the footwork, but I can at least keep the pace, was my goal. And so today, that was written day one of the whatever week it was that we did 30 minutes or 35, I don't know. But today it's day one of the 60-minute. And yesterday, at the time of recording, I took my last belly dance class in the beginner segment with Red Moon Studio. And so talk about coming full circle. So I'm not even paying attention to the weight loss numbers because this is a huge accomplishment. For my entire life, I have wanted to be a person who's a dancer. But I always felt like I didn't have the criteria, or it's like, oh, that's not me. All right, let's keep marching for like 9 more seconds. And it's, I will forevermore be Vaughn, who completed belly dance class. Like I've done that. And that's something I've always wanted to do. So we're we're celebrating. Like, we made a cake and everything, you guys. Like, I'm very excited for this milestone because it's just the beginning of who knows what's next. But the seal is broken. The magic has begun. Let's see where it takes us. Alrighty, marching in place. Let's come now into a step out to the side. And when you're ready, bring in that arm, half jacks. But I'm very, very excited. My spark has been reignited for hoop dance and poi spinning. So, you know, I certainly, if somebody, you know, asked, oh, are you a dancer or a flow artist? I'd be like, I'm a flow artist, like more than I consider myself a dancer. But so much about our perception of self is how we define ourselves. So I'm going to try to not be too limited. So let's make this into a double arm half jack. But I'm not going to get so tangled up on trying to define myself or find labels that fit. I'm just going to go out and be. Keep it going. Again, supported through my core. And so let's come now into step together, step, touch, step together, step, touch. There we go. Just checking the time. There we go. Step together, step, touch, step together, step, touch. And now from here, let's do a knee up. Step together, step, knee up, step together, step, knee up. There we go. And you can march your arms very deliberately. Or just have fun. I think fun burns more calories. That's what I'm telling myself. Probably does, I don't know. I'm not a doctor or a scientist. All right, let's come now into some nice big hip circles. We're gonna plant our feet, shift our hips to the left, front, right, and back. Just scooping my way around. And let's change direction. Oh, y'all, I'm getting good and hungry for dinner. I tell you what, lunch was a while ago. Remembering to breathe. Just a few more. There we go. Let's bring our feet together and let's inhale up and down. Go ahead and incorporate your arms as we do these calf raises. Up and then a nice little dip down. So this is me a down and then up. And really go at your own pace, follow with your breath, and do what feels right today. And from here, let's go ahead and have a wider stance. And as we come up, woo, and then down. I lack as much control and balance in this wider stance, but I'm here for the challenge and loving it. There we go. Let's march forward and back. I'm going to shift my microphone real quick. I just want to make sure I can't not fiddle with it, you know? There we go. Hopefully that'll be good. So let's get our hips involved a little more. Just doing that little bump. Let's come into a step together and bring that foot around and those arms around to the side for a skater. And if you're good at snapping your fingers, or if you want some practice, feel free to participate in the music. Keep that going. Maybe with our arms up high. You don't have to be on the beat, just participating in the music with ourselves as an instrument. Let's march it out. Checking on our time. Very good. And we can make that march a little bit more dancey as well. You could do a couple of steps just in one direction and then the other. We could take that forward and back. You don't have to be on beat with anything. Just shake it if you got it. Alrighty, from here I want to bring my heel up to my hand. I like to add in a wavy arm. It's okay if you miss. We're just looking to build a coordination, and now let's tap behind. Keep it going. Remember to breathe and engage your core. Trying to stay nice and deliberate in our movement. Last one on each side. There we are. Very good, you guys. Now we're going to repeat it. So back at the top, marching. This is a wonderful place to check in with ourselves. We should be really nice and warmed up by now. So back here at our march, let's add in some shrugs. You know, this is my favorite move for picking up chicks at the club. And by chicks at the club, I mean the chickens in my shed, in my backyard. They love this one. But just shrug those arms up. And it's just the silliest thing, but I think that's good for us. All right, let's come into a step tap and do some shoulder rolls. Bring those shoulders forward, up, back, and down. You can even get your elbows involved really big. And use your breath to help kind of, if I'm getting a little crampy, so I'm making sure to breathe. Let's change direction. Just really massaging through that whole range of motion. There we are. Let's step together and just let our arms kind of flop. Nice big step together. Move it forward and back if you want. And we can go ahead if you want and make this a much larger movement. Just flop and flop. Just let my hands be as heavy as they can be as I swing them through like a pendulum. But I'm staying controlled and deliberate through my core and my shoulders as we reach the height. Last one, and there we go. Let's march it forward and back. Let's get some water. Marching it all over the place, just wherever our feet will take us. Now let's go ahead and march in place and start our windmill arms. Keeping our hands opposite of each other. And allowing that rotation through our upper back. So we're keeping our hips squared up to kind of facing each other. We're letting that shift happen through our shoulders. Let's change direction. This is it from this side. You don't have to be perfect. It's all about the challenge and trying to do the thing. Whew, very good. My arms are sore, but that's all right. Let's tap to the front. Can you all believe that we are well over halfway through our first 60-minute workout? We got this. Because right here, we don't have to be more intense than this pace if we don't want to be. Let's go ahead and add in that shoulder press. Whew. My arms are quite sore. I think tying tie-dyes kind of wears me out a little bit more than I thought it did. Let's march it out. Forward and back. High fives, we're still going. So, like, just the fact that I was able to keep up with the belly dance class, you guys, like, that was a really big deal. So up next, I think I'm taking Zumba. Okay, let's make those arms nice and big. through their swing. And what I'm doing here is I'm focusing more on pulling my elbow up and in. Like I don't want to just be swinging wide. I'm trying to improve this range of motion through my shoulder blades. But yeah, I'd like to pick up my yoga practice here at home. But the 3 hours every Saturday that we were taking to go to belly dance, we're gonna go to the gym. It doesn't have to be on Saturday. It's gonna be whatever day that they've got Zumba. Let's tap to the side. And I'm gonna do a Zumba class while my husband does his thing in the gym. And then we are going to convene at the pool and hang out and just enjoy ourselves. They've got like the swimming pool, they've got a therapy pool, they've got a sauna, and it's like $10 per person. This is the cheapest date we can go on. And it's gonna be so much fun because he loves the sauna. Okay, let's keep this side tap going and do a lateral raise. Hazy dog, pet the dog, pet the dog, pet the dog. Pet the dog. What are you doing? Pet the dog. Pet the dog. Oh, the microphone. Sorry, y'all. But I'm never not gonna hug my dog, you know? That's not how this goes. All right. Wait, we were stepping to the side. Oh boy. Well, let's march. See, it's fine. We don't have to be perfect to be making progress. And who wants to work out if you can't like be a bit of a slacker and pet your dog? Like, you know? I'm gonna leave that for the professionals. I'm just gonna be a little gremlin. Let's make those arms a little bigger in their movement. Actually, what we can do here is as we march in place, we can bring one arm. First, I'm twisting my left hand back and coming around, and then back out, and then around and back out. This is a range of motion I would really like to improve upon. So the best way to improve is to practice. Let's go ahead and add that tap to the back. Keeping engaged through the core. And for me, what I'm visualizing is it's when I'm like reaching to reach the back of the stove and I've got the oven open. This would be, I'd be pulling my tummy in to like, whoo. So it's that kind of engagement, not quite so intensely, but I'm just engaged and very aware. So let's go ahead and add in wave arms to that back tap. But just building up that body awareness. It's like in this movement right now, can you check in with your fingers and your toes? And I do that by wiggling my fingers and kind of spreading my toes. And that's just if a movement isn't engaging enough, I try to just notice something about that movement. Let's march it out. Now, I'm going to be honest with y'all. I love my nunchucks. Oh, that are buried right now with all the stuff that I put on top of them. Oh, I am the source of all of my problems. But I love using my nunchucks for this next movement. I'm going to risk making a mess. Got him. Okay, so grab your nunchucks or like your socks or something, and we're going to just reach it down. There we go, and grab. I've used long smart water bottles for this, just empty, just to have something to pass back and forth between my hands. You could use like a dish towel or something of that size. There we go. And I bet if we just stay consistent about little tidbits of practicing that, we'll make tremendous progress. Let's come into that step tap. And when you're ready, let's reach across. And now let's add in a little bit of a dip. Just letting myself be in the moment. I'm not worrying about if it feels like it's been forever since I started my workout, or worrying about how much of my workout I have ahead. Instead, I'm just gonna breathe. And march to get my feet in under me, and then come into a knee up. Keeping our core engaged and strong, pulling that knee up. Just wherever we're at today, you might be right here. You be where you are. Nobody can walk your path but you, and the steps that you need to take are the ones that are right ahead of you. So don't try to be keeping up with anybody else. You walk your own path. We walk our unique paths together. So you are not alone in your struggles, but you're also not alone in your successes. It encourages me so much to read y'all's comments about, small victories, big victories, because it makes me feel like, to see you succeed makes me feel more hopeful that I might as well. So we've got this, you guys. Let's do those figure 8 arms like we're scoop, scoop, scoop. There we go. Oh, I'm just gonna pin it back to where it was. I hope the audio is all right. We'll see. All right, what do we have up next? Oh, we're gonna do that step tap. And when you're ready, reach over. I love engaging my core on this one because I really feel a stretch through that side. We can add a little bit of a dip. Keep going. We can really add a dip if you want. Like if you want to bring some intensity, you can be right here. But listen to your knees and be careful and deliberate with your movement. Woo! Oh. I'm always in and out, and I try to swap my shoes, but we've got an evergreen tree outside that leaves sharp little needles this time of year, apparently. All right, let's keep that wide stance and come into a hamstring curl. Here it is from the side. And let's add in a tricep curl. And we can make the air thick in our minds to visualize that resistance of like having to push. I'm trying to push my palms back. And, ooh, you can add resistance both ways. And this is actually a great reason why I love going to the pool, is it helps me to visualize what that feeling is to be resisted from all angles, like how when we're swimming in the water. Let's march it out. Keep going, you guys. We're getting it. Keep going. Whew. Like, I'm currently personally experiencing a, wow, I can't believe I've made it this far. And that's why I keep saying, yep, you've got this, keep going. Because it's like, don't give up now just because we have it. We got to keep going though. Let's make those arms nice and big. But please celebrate with me, you guys, that we've come this far. Like, this is amazing. All right, from here, we're gonna do that V step. So let's get our feet in under us and out, out, in, out, out, in. We are good at doing difficult things with grace and grit. Let's add in those bright arms. Up, up, down, down, up, down, down. Actually, I'm gonna do buzzsaw hands instead. Out, out, in. There we go. And it's just because my shoulders wanted something else. Out, in. Now you're gonna go out, in. Get ready to change sides. Out, in. There we go. Just swinging my arms now. The one thing I've learned from this is I need one of those rug anti-slip things. I've gotten so lucky so many times, but I would love to be able to just cut loose without having to worry about the rug slipping. We'll get there. Buzzsaw hands. Out, in, out, in. Just a few more. March it out. Get some water, y'all. Actually, I'm gonna do a little bit of a stretch here because I've got a cramp in my toe. But I'm gonna stand on my right leg, curl my left toes under, and I'm just stretching through the top of my foot, front of my ankle. Listen to your body on this one, like big time. And then I like to swap it between having my toes tucked under. Just trying to build up some mobility through my feet too. Now let's shift sides, supporting through my left leg. Ooh, you can hold on to something. Nice foot stretch. Switch them whenever you feel ready. And like I'm focusing on my big toe, my pinky toe, all the other ones in between. Just checking in with them. Not with judgment, but just with kind observation. Very good, you guys. Let's come back to a march. Oh, my feet feel so much better. They're still a little stiff and tired, but you know, I've been trying more and more to be barefoot to build up the strength and mobility in my feet. Well, I always like that. My BitFit just today buzzed about something, so we'll have to see how we're doing. Let's low kick to the front. Just swinging our arms. Now this is going to be our last time doing these today, so if you've got it in your tank, go ahead and bring it. But let's bring our leg up and reach towards our foot with the opposite arm. Keep breathing. There we go. March it out. Forward and back. Get you some water if you want it. Yeah, I want it. Don't forget to have fun. I want to change which direction of circles I'm marching in because I'm dizzy. Actually, the best tip that I ever heard about what to do if I'm feeling dizzy is to just be still and look at the back of my hand, like my middle knuckle. And that really does help orient me. except for when it doesn't, but you know, that is what that is. Let's keep that march going. And let's come now into a side leg lift. Again, focusing on our balance. I'm just gonna do some jellyfish hands here just because I can. Because why not? And let's keep that leg lift going and add in half jack arms. There we go. We don't have to do both. I mean, you can if you want, but I'm right here today. Whew. And in fact, I want to focus since I'm real tired. I'm just going to do a couple, focusing on my form. Nice and slow, feeling that burn, but focusing on the support muscles too. Last one on each side. Oh, march it out. And I'm gonna do a little bit of a hip bump just because it helps get blood flowing through that outside rump area. Bump, 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 bump. Keep that going. I'm also gonna, just for the last little bit of this, just heel tap to the front. I really like the stretch that gives me. And from here, let's leg lift to the back. Whew. And again, I'm gonna stay nice and try to stay stable through that lift. There we go. And don't hesitate, y'all. Even if you feel like it's regressing, it's not. If you need support with your balance today, support yourself. So from here, if you're ready, you can go ahead and bring in your wave arms, lifting both arms in front of you, kind of with a little bit of that hugging a tree like curve in our arms. There we go. Last one. Very good. Let's march. And y'all, we are fixing to come into our cool down, which is amazing. But sorry, didn't mean to bump the microphone. The thoughts that are coming to me, because it's like I don't know exactly what I'm going to be doing moving forward after this baby step program. So I'm trying to like just mull that over. And I think I'm going to try to actually hit 10,000 steps a day. Not necessarily in a video, but I'm going to actively make that my goal. And I have this whole database of the baby step program that I can reference back to if I just don't know what else to do. I can do anything else, but if I don't know what else to do, I've got this whole program that I can just put my brain into autopilot. Let's go ahead and step out to the side. When you're ready, bring in those half jack arms. Yeah, because I don't have to be perfect every single day, but I'm gonna try. It's just like when we're trying to save money, even if we don't hit our end savings goal, because we'll be like, well, let's save up, $100, or let's save up $1,000 if it's for something big. And so we don't have to hit the 1,000, even if we only save up 500. My gosh, we saved up 500. You know, that's a really big deal. I gotta restart the beeper. But what is our time at? It's just said 42 minutes. I hit the pause button. I don't know what time it is. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, but y'all, let's do our cooldown. I need to make sure that I don't accidentally bump my timer. Okay, so, well, we did it. Let's go ahead and put our right heel down. We're gonna inhale, exhale, let's fold forward, getting a nice stretch through the back of that leg. Being very mindful of my hand placement, that I'm not putting any strain on my ankles or knees. I don't want to be pushing my leg out of alignment. I like to inhale and come up out of it just a little before settling back in, a little deeper perhaps, or coming back into the stretch with a little better understanding of where I'm at today. Let's inhale, exhale, come on up. We're gonna plant that left heel and fold forward over that side. Pulsing in and out gently, very gentle, slow, more like a breath than a pulse. But breathing in and out of that stretch. Inhale, exhale deep one last time. Let's roll on up. Inhale, let's bring our hands overhead, interlace them and lean over to one side. Again, breathing in and out of that stretch. Inhaling up to center. Exhale to the other side. And feel free to move through the stretches. You do not have to hold them static. I'm going to bring my hands behind me, interlace my fingers, putting my thumbs side by side. I'm going to slide them down past my tailbone, bringing my knuckles to the ground, like reaching my knuckles towards the ground. I can't reach the ground, but it's the visualization that helps me. Just stretching through the front of my shoulder caps, the front of my neck and chest, like that whole area that's so cramped all the time. And coming up. Ooh. There we are, you guys. That is today's baby step. So I end this workout with more clarity than what I had when I began. And I love that. I freaking love that. There's nothing else that I can do for 30 minutes that clears my mind like exercising. Not just for like short-term daily like to-do list stuff, which is I get so bogged down in, which doing these workouts, these longer ones, it's a feat of endurance for me, like literally. But as I push myself into it, I'm able to reach a state of mind of clarity where it's like for longer term stuff that I've been mulling over, be like, that's what I'm going to do. That's the direction I need to go in. And so it's literally a moving meditation for me. That's pretty cool. I'll see y'all down in the comments where we have our pinned question of the day. I'd love to hear from you guys. Which, let's just let today's question of the day, if you made it this far in the video, I'll still try to have it posted down below. But like, what's your favorite form of meditation? Could reading be considered a meditation? I mean, what's your favorite thing to clear your mind and bring you back to that feeling of peace? Because I need suggestions other than, just 60 minutes of exercise. But I will see y'all tomorrow. So until then, keep on keeping on. Mwah. Bye, guys.